Hello, wildlifers. Wish you all a very happy new year. Hope you are all doing fine. I'm glad to have you all on the fifth anniversary of our fellowship group. It's exactly 5 years since our fellowship group got the RI approval, and since from January 2021, we have been actively, doing these activities online, and some activities we have done offline as well. Um, for those who are new to this group, I would like to share a couple of things about our fellowship group. We members of Rotary Fellowship of Wildlifers for Conservation share a common interest, that is wildlife and its conservation, willing to work with the 120-year-old organization Rotary towards building a future in which people and nature thrive. To share a few notes about our fellowship group, we are a group of around 850 interested in Rotarians, individuals, protractors who have globally united around a common interest with the primary purpose to network and further friendship. Although our fellowship activities are conducted independently of Rotary International, they are all in harmony with the Rotary policies. Our purpose is to create awareness about importance of wildlife, to promote lasting friendships outside one's own club, district, and country, and to promote locally, regionally, and globally that conservation of living species resources are important to humans and future generations to enjoy our natural world and the incredible uh, species that live within it. Today, we have members from different Rotary clubs and friends of Rotary from different parts of the country as well as the world. A hearty welcome to you all. And on behalf of wildlifers, I also extend a very warm welcome to our speaker, Rotarian Wallish Kaushik. So, Rotarian Wallish is a dedicated wildlife enthusiast and conservationist with extensive 2 decade long experience. He particularly focuses on birds and helps in his study documenting endemic and endangered species consequent to climatic changes, degradation of green cover, urbanization, human animal conflicts, and efforts of combating them in association with multi skilled project teams. He is the founder of Watchers India Trust and is committed to raising awareness of such cause effect happenings among community leaders and policymakers through dissemination of findings by means of documented data, audio videography, and short films in various media channels. He is doing wildlife conservation activities through many avenues, such as he's been an honorary animal welfare officer, Animal Welfare Board of India, responsible to ensure the protection and well-being of animals across India, for implementation of enforcement of animal welfare policies and regulations. The founder of Watchers Trust of India and established an organization which is dedicated to protection and preservation of India's diverse flora and fauna. He has spearheaded initiatives and campaigns to raise awareness about wildlife conservation. He is engaged with local communities in conservation efforts. He's also a wildlife photographer and a documentary filmmaker, captured visuals of various species in their natural habitats, work featured in renowned publications and documentaries. As a naturalist and a conservationist, he has conducted field studies to profile wildlife, particularly birds, reptiles, and amphibians. He has contributed to scientific understanding of species, their habitats, and in their changing environment. He has also helped to develop effective conservation strategies. He has documented and profiled over 300 bird species in Bangalore urban area alone in terms of native migratory and their sensitivity to environmental changes, generally their nesting breeding habits and propagation endangered and extinct species such as house sparrows. Identified and documented 30 snake and amphibian species in Bangalore, which are highly vulnerable to urbanization and climatic changes. Friends, he continues to serve constantly, rescuing all forms of wildlife in Bangalore city. On a phone call, many a times, he's so busy that he's even during while attending our talks, he had to go for some rescue because he gets continuous phone calls from our city dwellers. So thank you, Valish, for accepting our invitation and addressing all of us. Last but not the least, he has joined our wildlife fellowship group as an interested individual. Eventually became a Rotarian of Rotary Bangalore Baswangudi Club, and now he is the charter president of a newly chartered club called the Rotary Club of Naturalists in Rotary International District 3191. Over to you, Walish. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay, for introducing me in such a great platform like Rotary Wildlifers International. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Valish P. Kaushik, and I'm here to discuss an pressing issue that affects millions of lives across India through human-animal conflicts. And throughout my service or throughout my life, I have seen more number of postmortems than seeing the young ones. Maybe it's an elephant or a tiger, even a leopard. So let's start with a brief introductions of what human-animal conflict is. If you ask me what is wildlife, I can say wildlife is a life which was used by humans, misused by humans, and abused by humans. And they do not trust us anymore because we just name them as rogue when they come for crop raids or when they just doesn't like us to be in their vicinity or in their uh, atmosphere. Like if we go to the forest, they don't like us, and if they come to us, we will pet stones or fire bombs on them. Let us have a small focus. What is human animal conflict is?
Valish, is this full screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Rashmi, is it full screen? Can you see full screen?
No, I can still see the browser.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
it's first.
yeah. Now it's fine. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So before we begin, let me ask you, how many of you have heard about incidents involving wildlife entering human settlements, perhaps elephant raiding crops, leopards in urban areas, or monkeys creating havoc in cities? These aren't isolated incidents, they are symptoms of larger crises that we will explore together today. Over the next 40 minutes, we will understand what drives these conflicts, who has affected, and most importantly, what solutions are working on the ground.
Well, Valish, I think it's not full screen.
Okay.
Now we are able to see the notes as well, your footnotes as well on the screen. If you
Okay.
can revert to your previous
Yeah.
um, present, like how we were presenting it before, even if it
Yeah.
is not full screen, it was okay. Yeah,
Yes,
this is
this
full
is good.
screen. Yeah, yeah, this is fine. No problem. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So, from the late 1990s till to date, I have worked with all formats of wildlife conservation. Maybe it's a journal or a TV panelist or a wildlife activist. Even when I was working with the forest department, helping them to rescue or creating awareness in the forest fringes like BRT, work with the tribes, considering them, involving them in various conservation activities. Maybe the same villagers now, one of the tribes, we are taking their help and giving them a bread and butter to work with us. Earlier, they used to go for hunting or to do mischievous in the forest. I am taken responsibility of these people, like when there is a havoc situation with urban monkeys, if the forest department give us the permission to relocate them, I'll take these people. And we have so far we have somewhere around 400 to 500 monkeys have been relocated in various parts of Karnataka. If we talk to elephants, we have human animal conflict isn't just about their aggressions or the lack of knowledge between the humans. Like the villagers, 6,000 only in Asia. So let me start with why elephants are coming to the human proximity, the areas affected by human conflict. Many a time we have witnessed when in the year 2000 and 2001, I have worked with the DCF Gopalakrishna, where we used to go in the night to pull the elephants back to the forest, like 12 in the midnight till 3 o'clock. These elephants was attracted by illicit liquors, like they are fond of molasses and illicit liquors, which were being produced by the villagers. And these elephants used to come and do the crop raids as well. Because of this illicit liquor, it was a uh, serious threat in Banarghatta only. This elephant corridor, which creates from Ragihalli and to the Tamil Nadu area, we have worked immensely with the excise department also, and the forest department, excise department, and the DESCOM. We work together to stop completely about this illicit liquor. And I want to tell you about the molasses. You know about the sugar cane, the extraction of the sugar cane. This molasses has been used in the agriculture fields, and because of this, many a times elephant used to come and raid on these crops. In the year 2001, I have witnessed a large, maybe a 7 elephants with one clan. They had been electrocuted in the Ragihalli area. That was in the Sapota farm. All these elephants in that farm, I witnessed for about 48 hours. They used to chop them into pieces for the postmortem. There was so brutal, and that changed my life. And I made my decisions. I need to work for the cause of conservation towards these poor creatures. And we have about roughly few conservation areas, like we want to consider these elephant corridors in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu area. Especially, there are I have already told about the Ragihalli corridor, which connects the Banarghatta area towards Tali and Ragihalli, maybe. This is the corridor, and one more corridor which connects from Kanyanpura in Bandipur to the Madumalai path. And there was one more elephant corridor which was purchased somewhere around 16.7 acres of the land purchased by central government, union government, to make this corridor, which is critical for the uh, elephants to move from BRT in Karnataka towards Satyamangala in Tamil Nadu. We have another corridor, maybe this is again in Tamil Nadu towards Satyamangalam and Talwadi near the Punjur area. Again, the forest department has purchased 26 acres of land from the private owners. Thanks to the central government for giving us that good corridor for the elephant. And coming to the previous slide, there are so many encroachment from the estate owners in the Western Ghats for coffee and tea. Most of the times you can see the Gaurs and maybe towards the Munnar, this Nilgiri Tar also come for crops. Maybe when you have this agricultural land proximity towards the estates. And because of this, a lot of tigers and leopards also settle in the estates because of the herbivorous presence in the estates. Crop rate is very normal. Now the forest department has made strict rules that no elephant encouraged crops like sugarcane or sapota, paddy, even the ragi should not be procured or they should not be harvested in and around elephant zones, elephant prone areas. Thanks to the forest department for making the strict rules in and around our forest limits. And habitat fragmentation is one of the aspects. Like we have the forest department has encouraged, maybe the earlier they have encouraged people to take down the forest and make it as an agriculture field. Also, the Bandipur is facing a serious threat in the Mangala village that so many people have started putting the solar fencing across their land, and most of the resort owners are also started grabbing the land, and many a times the elephants cannot move freely in their corridor. That is one of the issues going on in Bandipur area. And thanks to the Madumalai Forest Department, they have evacuated somewhere around 150 acres of land in Madumalai and Masingudi area. And these elephants have started moving towards the Bandipur, Kanyanpura and Mayor corridor range. So one can witness somewhere around 45 to 60 elephants in the herd. We have counted when they are crossing the routes. And coming to the urbanization impact on wildlife corridors, we have witnessing more human animal conflicts with the carnivorous species, which has somewhere around 120 plus leopards were captured in around 3-4 years of time now. I have monitored somewhere around 8 different leopards which were captured in Nagaroli and Bandipur itself, in the outfits of Hunsur and Piriyapatna Taluk. So there were 3 leopards which were captured because they started coming to the village again and again and killing the cattle. Finally, department has taken these leopards back to the forest. We have also noticed one thing. because of this frequent capture of these leopards and putting them back to the wild, we have also sensed the wild dog population is coming down. Few leopards started killing wild dogs when they are out from the pack. So this is also an alarming call, which we have started noticing the frequency of the wild dogs in the forest is coming down. So we also looking in other aspects, what is happening for the wild dogs, which were once very common in Nagrole and Bandipur, and few leopards started taking them as an advantage. Eh, because earlier we used to see only this wild dog used to chase the tiger or the leopards, but now the situation is slightly changed in the behavior. Maybe we are also making as monitoring these wild dogs in day and night basis. Like we have some informers inside Bandipur and Nagarole that the wild dogs are becoming uncommon, and there were frequent wild dogs in Arabittu also. Now we have no information about their presence there. And as we all know, the retaliatory killing, like when the elephants comes to our land, people are pelting hand bombs or fire bombs on them. One such incident happened in Madumalai. A beautiful tusker was killed by the villagers throwing a burning tire on the elephant, and that tire stuck in the ear of the elephant, and that elephant died in somewhere around 13 to 14 days with pain. And many of us has known about uh, elephant called Siddha. He was popularly known as Ragi Mudde Siddha, because whenever this elephant tusker used to come to the elephant park inside the Banarghata, like we have some domesticated elephants, it used to come and steal the ragi balls, which used to be for all our 16 elephants. And he started taking a few more elephants from Banarghata towards to Shivana, that's Savana Durga area. He started taking four more tuskers rather than he is to be seen in any of the herds. He has his own group. All these four tuskers like Siddha, Airavata, and Rowdy Ranga, and I think Masti. These four wild tuskers started moving from Bannerghatta to Kengeri, from Kengeri to Shivanasamudra through TB Dam. But after the expressway and the metro corridor started coming there, one after the other, these elephants were captured and relocated to Matigodu. Rowdy Ranga was shifted to Matigodu. Siddha was fired and on his leg. I think he was there in the TB dam for 48 days, maybe 52 days, and he died there. These are the problems we are facing when we have development in and around the national parks. 2 3 days back, also there was a CEC meeting because of this eco-sensitive zones in Bannerghatta is reduced from 216 acres to 112 acres, I think. Because of that, the central government and the Supreme Court is also mediating between what is happening, and they are also closely monitoring about the situations. And we have so many incidents, like when these elephants come to the human vicinity, like we will pelt stones on them, we will just torture them with fire arrows, maybe the bombs, the fire bombs, or the stones which were hit on them. and we will treat them so cruel and brutal. When we see them die, we go and worship them, and we go and garland them. And this is how we want to change. Maybe an awareness program is a powerful tool. We all often go to these kind of villages when there is any forest fires, mischievous things. We often go and we talk to the forest department and the tribal also with the villages close to this area. Few days back, I had been visited to one of these villages where a tiger has been attacked. Three of them, one was a survivor, and three were died on the spot. This poor fellow was in the farm grazing, allowing the cattle to graze. This tiger just attacked him from the back and dragged him to the forest. But when we went there and had a case study thoroughly, the tiger, which are not from the Karnataka, and we came to know the practice that the Tamil Nadu or the Kerala government, they will capture the tigers from their forest. In the night, they will come and release the tiger in and around the Bandipur area. And these tigers, they do not go into the forest. And the tiger which was released here, we don't have any camera trap. We don't get any of their identity in our camera traps, and they start living in and around our forest, and they start going for easy picking like the cattle. And in one incident, the tiger which came from the Kerala side or from the Tamil Nadu side, she gave birth to three new cubs, and these three new cubs were here in and around our Bandipur forest zone, and she started practicing of going to cattle raid for almost 1 year. In that 1 year, she has taken 22 cattles, and no one was least bothered. All of a sudden, the combing operation started taking place, and all other tigers which are inside the forest, because of this human and tiger conflict, maybe during the morning and evening, this elephant used to go on searching for the tigers. That made the tigers go for depression, or they didn't like the human inside the forest. When there are four such incident happen after this incident of the combing operations, one by one, three people were killed by the tiger. Maybe a single the mother which has started going against these people when they are close by. Maybe during this all this killing started happening in the evening hours from 3 o'clock to 4:30, and in the morning there was one killing by the tigress with the cubs were there. The cubs were also being captured after 15 days. My for sorry to say this, we lost all the four cubs. And one of the incident which happened, I think many of us know about the tiger in the Chamraj Nagar area. All the mother and four cubs were poisoned to death because of the cow dung mafia. Maybe people in and around the MMLs area know about what is the cow dung mafia is. People from Tamil Nadu bring all their cows and leave this to the villages of Karnataka, and these villagers have to look after their cows, and the dung has been exported or carried away from the Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. And in one incident, the tigress has captured attacked one of the cattle, and this villager was very angry on this, and after 2 3 days it has again go on for killing one more cattle. He poisoned it, and very sad to see the loss of five tigers on a single day. And this is a slide where the people do the unethical activities inside the forest. I've already told about the illicit liquor and the molasses are the main thing which attract the elephants to the Bandarghatta side. And also, there is the same similar incident happening in Aluru in Hassan district. Because of the illicit liquor and the molasses, elephants started coming towards this village. And in the night, they will uh, just play like a drunken human, how they behave. This elephant also used to do the same thing. In one particular incident, there was a famous tiger called Ontikombo in Bandipur, and you used to be in that V shape. I think when you go to the Bandipur area, you have to take one left turn towards Bandipur reception, and one is the one way. This Ontikombo used to go for the illicit liquor raid and used to come and stand near that V shape where whenever there is an motorcycle or any car, it just pushed them to the channel close by. Unfortunately, this elephant also been poached in Madumalai area. Maybe the people are started taking revenge on this elephant. So, in so many incidents, if I recall my memory, we have lost so many tuskers. And in one particular incident in 2002, in the village of Kengeri Hobli, at around 5:45 a.m., a villager fired a bullet to a beautiful elephant. He imagined that it is a big tusker coming towards him, and it will destroy crops. He has fired a bullet, and the elephant was grounded. At around 6 o'clock, we got a call saying that elephant was shot down, and when we went to the area, we saw a beautiful small calf trying to suckling the milk from the dead mother, and that made me. We have to do. We want to set up a rehabilitation center for elephant in future. Maybe from our Rotary naturalists, we need to have a bigger project like buying the forest, the private land from the villagers and the local private owners, and to create a corridor wherever there are necessary. We have identified somewhere around 2, 3 places where elephant can move properly. And also, in future, we want to have one more rapid action unit from Rotary naturalist, so that whenever there is a circumstance created by human animal conflict, we will definitely help with the help of Rotary wildlifers also, and our efforts will be there from the bottom of our heart, and we want to extend our support to the forest department and the victims, as well as the humans and human animal conflict, maybe the wildlife, tiger or a leopard, even to rescue whenever there is in need. At the same time, we also feel awareness is the biggest tool where we can change the mindset of the people when they turn rogue towards the forest department. Many a times they also attacked the forest department officials, and they have damaged many number of times, maybe the gypsy, or in one such incident they have set fire to range forest office also. So when there is a small chances for us to start uh, uh, giving our hands to the forest department, instead of working like we don't want to go against the department also, and with the villagers. Our motto is to conserve nature through awareness or now the technology also improved, maybe a documentary or a short stories or with the competitions which we want to create within our limits. And whenever there's in need, people have started setting fires. Maybe in Bandhavgarh area during the Holi, there is a practice of killing a tiger or any wildlife. From the past 12 years, I am witnessing or noticing this. Two or three elephant will be killed in and around Bandhavgarh every year during the Holi, before the Holi or after the Holi. You can see in any of the articles like two or three tigers will be killed or poached. This practice is still there even after the Sansar Chand, the local don of that area. Maybe he was assassinated or he was died in the jail. But till to date, that network is there all the times. And we are also working with the Department of Uttarakhand to safeguard silver pheasant are in danger. We from the Rotary Naturalists are helping the Forest Department in setting up the boards, saying that uh, setting up the boards saying that if you notice any uh, poachers for this pheasants, we will pay them 10,000 rupees of rewards for the informers, because that area we are the pheasants are becoming extinct, even the monals. And for the community based management programs, we have from the Watchers India Trust, along with our Rotary Bangalore Naturalist, we used to start educating people and also supporting them with teaching them about human crafts and making them for living. And so the state government also joining hands with the NGOs and those who are working towards the conservation aspects. And already have told these four people who are killed in the Bandipur range of Sargur and Maliur. The government has announced 20 lakhs rupees as a cash reward as a compensation. And in one case, they have given a promise of government job to one of the victims' daughter. And the problem with the Karnataka government is they are not giving any compensation on the spot. That's because the problem is still the angry villagers just keep on pelting the stones. Whereas in Bandhavgarh and Ranthambore, if the tiger has killed a carcass, they will buy the carcass from the owners on the spot and take this carcass inside the forest where the tiger has killed. And this tiger will never come back to kill the second, because in Karnataka, the problem is tiger, if the tiger is killed a carcass, and the carcass will never go back to the tiger. The hungry tiger will go on hunting for the next carcass in 1 or 2 days. This is the problem which we are facing now. We need to uh, go and discuss with the local conservators, and we need to give them the awareness of what is happening in the other part of India, maybe the other states like Bandhavgarh and Rajasthan. So when we approach the cause existence, maybe a few picture will say the tiger is sleeping under the bridge and the people are moving. But in the same, this is zone number 6 in Ranthambore, whereas there was one particular tiger called T24, which was so aggressive. It never allow any person uh, to its limit, its territory. Like when he is sleeping, no one used to go there. He has killed more than 12 humans or in his name, but I don't think so that he has killed so many people. Finally, he has named as man eater, but at one or two instances, he has taken this human body. He has dragged the human body when he was just got disturbed, and we as a humans still can coexist with animals. Maybe we need some education at the school level, and maybe we need more education, or we need to create that impact in and around our villages. A lot of efforts has been made to create awareness, but sometimes when there is a conflict between the wildlife, the mindset of the people, the mood of the people may go against the animals only. From the humans versus wildlife to the human versus wildlife, or the fundamental reframing changes everything about how we approach and development of conservation and conflicts. Maybe we still need more hands to come together and join conservation aspects. Maybe we need all the Rotarians who are here can join any of the wildlife causes taken by maybe the Rotary Naturalist Bangalore or EcoWise or with Rotary Wildlife International. This is a time where I need to ask people to join. Let us join our hands towards the conservation of at least a remaining links which we have already established with the animals, which we have gained the trust maybe with this during the safari, and we don't want to lose our trust with them. In the safari nowadays, people are not willing to come in the open gypsy because of all these incidents, and because of the Kumbim operation, which I pressing it, the tigers never trust us if we have any method of making them to again gain the trust. What I mean to say is uh, giving the pressure to a tiger in its own territory, and somewhere around 200 to 300 people going for the combing operation and distressing them. They will never come to us. Once we lost that chain of trusting us in the open gypsy, you imagine they will never come to your vicinity. All this, thanks to all this safari people or the jungle lodges or the forest department who has made us to move close to the tigers, and now the animals will never trust us, because we have, again I have said in the beginning about used, misused and abused of this wildlife. So this is what I would like to conclude. Maybe I love to work in the field rather than sitting here and talking with the people. And here is one more appeal from Bangalore Wildlife Naturalist and Rotary Wildlife International, that we have one particular event called Bangalore Bird Race. We used to go for the past 12 years through the HSBC Bangalore Bird Race, and it was disconnected from 2024. All we used to do is morning till evening, we used to go for birding and take the data from all the different lakes, and we used to submit to the eBird group. Then we used to count how many species are there during the winter. During January, this used to happen. From 2024, it is been disconnected. Again, the Rotary Bangalore Naturalist has this pleasure to start this because we don't want to lose this culture. And the dinner and the prizes will be provided by Rotary Bangalore Naturalist again, who has have the most number of species count on the day, and we want to give them a reward of uh, uh, first prize or second prize or third prize or and followed by a fellowship and the dinner, so that we can have best data for the next 15 years if we practice this. So we will again appeal the same poster in a Rotary Wildlife for Wildlife International Group Fellowship Group. And thanks, Mr. Sanjay, Rashmi, and Subodh for giving us this opportunity to put our views on what is happening in uh, in Karnataka, especially.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Valish. It was a wonderful talk. And I like the way you said, posing threat to an animal in its own territory is what is making the animals dislike us. Something that we need to think of before we venture into their territories. Uh, so I open the forum for questions. If you have any, you can use the hand raise option and then ask one by one. We also have Valish, not only the Rotary Fellowship group of wildlifers and the EcoWise Satellite Club in this area, we also have one of the oldest action groups in Rotary called the Rotary Action Group for Endangered Species. Our friend Global Chair Christopher Putok is also here. So he's also they're also doing a lot of work towards conservation, and so we have support from them as well. So okay, I'll keep the now forum open to questions and answers, if any. Yes, sir, Paddy, sir, please go ahead.
Well, sir, thank
Yes,
you
sir.
so much. I was very keen to hear this topic. So this topic is very close to my heart. Not only the domestic animals, but also the wildlife, both
Yeah.
the human-animal conflict. You mentioned that animals dislike humans. Is it that they
Yeah.
actually dislike humans, or they are just trying to protect themselves from that possible attack of humans? They look
See,
at humans also as an attacker.
when this leopard or tiger which comes to the village, we don't allow the animals to move back to the wildlife. We don't give them the space. What the villagers will do is they will just go on taking the videos, or they will call all the other people and they will make a big circle where the animal is. They will literally cover it. They will not allow the animal to move back to the wildlife zone. If the leopard comes to the village, or a tiger will come to the village, or the elephant which comes to the village accidentally, we don't give breathing space till evening. Like, it will come in the morning and it has to go back in the evening, looking after its own corridor. But the most of the time, all the media, all the people will gather together and they will circle it, and they'll start raising the voice. Sometimes, many a times, they will pelt the stones, and this elephant or any animal which get agitated, without any hesitation, they will charge on us. This is the problem which we are facing. Nowadays, people will go on making a reels very close to the animal, or they will call other people, though there is a tiger, please come. And maybe some 3,000 villages across the border will come together to watch this. And many a times they will be named as rogue elephant or a man eater, or this is what happening. There is no proper awareness program, or they don't just call a forest department first or the police department first. They'll just call the media and make it as a public. And when the incident come in the media, more and more people go to the spot, and the situation will be like the forest department cannot handle the animals or the humans. Such incidents will take place on this.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So the entire fault is only ours.
Yeah.
Entire fault is only humans.
Yes. When there is an elephant,
You are taking their space, you are encroaching their space, and you are saying that they are intruding into our space.
yeah. See,
What is actually happening is we are intruding into their space.
In Bandipur, all the 4 incidents, the police department would have been brought to the notice, and they would have put the 120 section or 120. Well, there is a section for imposing ban on people coming to the area, and they would have taken the animals back to the forest. But to see the elephants which are doing the combing operations, more people started coming to the area, and they had made an agitated, like the tiger got agitated. Still now, all these tigers which are in that area are got pressurized. And it's a situation now, no tigers is willing to see us in the safari.
Very correct. Very correct.
Yeah. This is what's happening. And see, unfortunately, I am the only person raising the voice. Like, the state government has given somewhere around 600 acres of land as a package who are coming out from the forest, like the tribal package. And at the same time, unfortunately, we have given a land for Tibetan colony in and around Kushalnagar, which is a Nagarole forest zone, and also in Gurupura, which is again a Nagarole forest division. So the lease period is for 99 years. We need to take that land back because of it is a land for elephants. And our elephants are just facing mental pressure, going without having crops. And some of the NGOs will say we should not build more lakes, and we should not have more wildlife management. And a few of the NGOs, if the same animal die, they will write it in the website that Indian wildlife is in danger. Please sponsor us in dollars, and all these things will happen. We don't have a proper wildlife management here, and begging for dollars in the foreign when we lose tiger and elephants.
So thank you, Alish. Praveen has a comment. He says corridors outside the forest fringes are never or very rarely marked, and people are not sensitized. Would it not help if conflict areas are also brought under some type of hybrid forest task force?
There are elephant task force, leopard task force now. Only thing is we need to manage the wildlife zones, the eco-sensitive zones or elephant-prone areas. Like we already have marked them not to come out from the national parks, because they already have the railway barricade lines. I think most of you have seen when you are in the safari area or in the fringes of the forest. And these, unfortunately, there is still the cattle is grazing inside the forest area where that brings the scarcity of fodder during uh, February, March, and April on the onset of summer. And elephants need more uh, food space. Maybe they are facing the scarcity of food inside the forest and sometimes the water. So they have to move towards where there is a small barricade, which may make them to come out for crop raids. I cannot say that it's a crop raid. It's a situation where they have to feed. The matriarch has to search for food for a group or a clan, and she has to take them where there is food, abundance of food. Now it's time us to act. What can we do best to make these creatures to survive inside the forest or coexist? In coexistence, I cannot say yes, because uh, whatever the awareness programs, our awareness activities we are doing, still sometimes people will set stones on them, or they'll just put an atom bomb, like a bomb like a thing in the ragi. They just want some wild boars to consume meat or to sell. These villagers need somewhere around 100 kilos of wild boar meat. They'll set a bomb inside the ragi, and they'll allow the wild boar to eat. These poor elephants will put a foot on it and it will blast. And many a times we have witnessed wild sloth bears has been killed with these kind of activities by the villagers.
Thank you, Varlish. You have a wonderful field knowledge. Like you said, you also said that you like to be on field, working than sitting and talking more about it. Very nice. We need people, more people like you. Pratap, you have a question. Please go ahead, Pratap.
Yes. Thank you, Sanjay, for this opportunity, and thank you, Valish, for bringing out the grim scenario of the human-animal conflict. That has been, very heart-wrenching to hear all this thing till now. Uh, Recently, there has been this incident, and it was very viral, about a man, getting down from the his car or something to take the photo of a elephant, and he was attacked by that elephant. This happened in Bandipur, I think,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it went, yeah. So, in view of that, uh, what do you suggest? Should vehicle be allowed inside the forest areas, or is there any something which we as Rotarians and you as a conservationist devise some plan, where we can reduce the timings or find an alternative route, some solution for this kind of mischievous behavior from the human side? So that we cannot we can allow the animals to be in peace.
Yeah.
Your views on that?
Yes. So we are thinking of giving a GPS like earlier. Now, till to date, we are the forest department is giving only a receipt to entering the forest. And in Nagrole, what they do is when you enter this Veernastoli gate, they'll give you a one hour permission to go back to the other side of the gate called Kutta. Now, similarly, we need to start giving the GPS device to the car driver, where he has to give this GPS device to the other gate, so that the department will start tracking people, whether they are stopping in between or what happens during this course of traveling. Similarly, we are also asking the forest department from Bandipur, this part of Bandipur, like when you enter from Mangala gate to the Kalkere range, the last range before we go to Madumalai. We need to give this kind of a GPS tracker to each drivers, so that they can go and give back to the other gate. So the people will start thinking twice to stop in between and taking the pictures. And also during Saturday and Sunday where there is more vehicles. The forest department and the police also has to have this vigilance and patrol whether these kind of mischievous things happening, especially during the animal migrations.
Mhm. Thank you, Alish. A very good point that you have told. Any suggestions as conservationists or wildlife enthusiasts and Rotarians who are interested in wildlife help to promote such activities? Any ideas that you can give?
Yeah, so department now because of the festival season, like after Sankranti, many people will start the festivals in and around the forest department, especially in Bandipur. Bandipur has somewhere around 4 temples inside the forest, and there are the festivals start. Many of the volunteers and some various NGOs will start join hands with the forest department from the past 7-8 years, and they will be there monitoring the villagers, the vehicles, and any mischievous thing happens inside this forest during this kind of because by Sankranti the fire line will start. Maybe many of us know about the fire line. The forest
Yes.
department will start doing the fire line activity. But we from our Watchers India Trust used to go to fire prone area where BRLs and MMLs and Bandipur area where people prone to set fire drawing the attentions of the forest department in one side, and they'll go to the other side when there is a scarcity of the watchers, guards, and uh, sometimes the PCP workers. They will set attention of towards the forest, and they will go inside the forest when they are uh, controlling the fire in one side. Now there are surveillance drones equipments are there now to check. Maybe 5 years back, it was so devastating that the Bandipur was all set on fire for 7-8 days till the helicopter has come. It was burning anything. So we started awareness is the biggest tool. Joining with them, going to them, mingling with them to establish the informers who are going to the forest and do all this kind of activities. And we in one incident in BRLs, I started appointing the people who goes to the similar kind of activities. He used to go for setting the fire, and I made him as a leader of this unit. And we has started honoring him, and we made him as an informer. And he started giving us so many people who just go on setting the fire in the morning hours, setting time bomber like thing. Gunny thread we used to the cow dung, and for 2 hours it will not set fire when till these tribes go back to their village. It is kind of a set time bomber for a cow dung, and they has made this idea. And these people only shared us how and all they set fire to the forest. And with the help of so many eminent and efficient rangers, and we have worked with so many rainforest officers and ACF. Thanks to them allowing us to give more awareness program to these people for 4-5 years consecutively. There is no that kind of forest fire in BRT now. So we from our Bangalore naturalist, we are willing to take these kind of programs in the coming years. I also like to appeal those who are interested in the non-Rotarians who are interested in joining us. They can also join us as a Rotarians in our club. All the necessary efforts are made once we have more number of quality hands. We can bring more changes.
Thank you, Alish, for answering my question. It was wonderful hearing to you, and look forward to join hands with you to do some conservation and awareness at least for the people. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Over
Thank
to
you,
Sanjay.
Pratap, and thank you, Valish. There's a comment from Terrell Erickson, who is a part of the Rages. that is the Rotary Action Group for Endangered Species. She says that human-animal conflict fits perfectly with Rotary and its peace mission. Now, most big animals in the world have this conflict, including grizzlies in Montana or whales in the ocean. Thank you for doing this work, is what she says. And we have another comment from Maria Muhammad from Trinidad and Tobago. She says, thanks, really inspiring presentation. Congratulations on your great work. Rajesh says it's pathetic to see how humans are doing everything to increase their population, which results in more encroachments and conflicts with the wild animals. You're doing a great job. So now I request Subodh to please ask the question. He has raised hand. After Subodh, Rotarian Rajesh Hiremat can ask.
Hi, Valish.
Hi, Subodh.
From your experience, I just wanted to check. See, starting in the 1970s, when I think Project Tiger was established, Project Tiger was a big success in managing tiger numbers. And later, even the Project Elephant was launched. And as far as I know, there are 33 elephant reserves across India. But where do you think that while Project Tiger succeeded so well, why has Project Elephant been falling short? Any comments that you can make on that?
Yeah, Project Elephant, maybe the Project Tiger has got more insight than the Project Elephant. Thanks to Mr. Veerappan was there for the past, during his tenure, nobody, no conservationist or forest department people used to go in, I'm saying only in the South India, like Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. All these people were afraid of going and taking charge in the elephant area, like where the actual Project Elephant has to be commenced or has to take place. We in Kanakpura area has witnessed 8 tuskers has been poached in a single day in the Sangam area in the year 1999. If you can Google it, 8 tuskers alone has been poached and they were fallen like tennis balls in the radius of just 2 kilometers. We lost so many tigers, so many elephants. And I think one must have noticed now the matriarch, they used to kick out the tuskers at the age of 8 and they formed their own group. Now, if you go and see them in a safari gypsy, the matriarch will start taking the tuskers, maybe a small 5-year-old, a small tusk. They will make a circle and they will hide these young ones in their clan. The behavior of the elephant has been changed. If you see them in any of their safari area, the behavior of the elephant has been changed. Maybe now people are giving attention towards, we have eminent officers, Saraswati Misra Madam, Manoj Kumar, so many efficient people has started working towards them. The conservation plan is going on. And the only problem is the fragmentation, habitat degradation, and we have made them the boundary with the railway barricade. And earlier they used to have elephant protection trench, now the solar. And many a time people will take their cattle inside the forest. So many measures has to be taken. Maybe 2-3 years of awareness program, or we need to make them understand what is this we are doing. It's a lot of patience work. Wildlife management is also a patience game rather than wildlife photography.
Thank you, Valish. We'll take 2 more questions. Yes, Rotarian Rajesh, please go ahead.
Hey, hi, good evening, everybody. And Sanjay, firstly, I should congratulate you. Kudos to you for doing these meetings so religiously and bringing such wonderful people here to share their expertise.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's one of the few meetings I have attended, and I really cherish this now. So, back to this topic here. The topic is really interesting and needs attention from the entire world. But what I see is we are actually still not getting that message passed on to the entire world. So if we can probably come out with some strategy, I think we can also involve the CSR groups. All these corporate companies have environment, wildlife as the focus areas. So, but not much is being done apart from maintaining a few animals in a zoo or or some other smaller things. I have not seen any big initiatives being done by corporate companies. So I can actually volunteer to take up from the IBM because I work for IBM and I'm a part of the CSR team also. So we can do something big if we can actually come up with a proper proposal. And firstly, on that awareness, we need to actually make one beautiful video, then posters, and then it has to go viral, as somebody was saying. So it is not just enough because many of the information what was shared today was not known to me also. So obviously, a common man will not have access to all this information. So we should find out ways and means how we can actually get this message cascaded to the entire villagers and people around, so that we can actually do something good to the world. So Sanjay, maybe I think you can connect me also. I think it was the first time I saw that Rotary Naturals. It was really nice. So you have been doing a wonderful job, sir. And I'll
Thank you.
connect with you separately later. I'll get your number from Sanjay. And I'm sure, we can do something big here together.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rotarian Rajesh. Yeah, again, we have Rajesh Kundar. Please go ahead, Rajesh.
Hey guys, nice to hear. It was really touching talk. Walish, you guys are doing a great job. Okay, so I'll quickly there's something just stuck to my mind that, see, we have a population which believes in a lot of hocus pocus, with God, spirits, whatnot. So I was just trying to think. You have been working with the villagers and tribes around in the forest. So maybe the forest dwellers, they have their some sort of a cultural practice where they talk to the spirits in the forest. They talk to the forest itself, whatever. Okay, they have some kind of ceremony or some kind of an activity they do, wherein they call upon the spirits and ask them if everything is all right and if something is going wrong, something. Okay. So maybe, using such medium. Right now, you guys, all of you must have seen movies like Kantara and things like that, where the spirits are called and then asked whether everything is, humans are doing good job or not. So we should make the spirits tell that you guys are screwing it up and better be careful. Otherwise, I will actually come in and then mess you up. Okay. So people get frightened of spirits like this way. I mean, I'm just talking maybe bullshit, but I'm sorry. But, something like this can create some sort of a fear among people. When the forest dwellers conduct their ceremonies, so some message should be conveyed there as a message from the spirits of the forest or things like that. Right? It's just a very, wild thinking when we are talking about the wildlife. So I was just thinking whether you have encountered any of this tribal people talking to the spirits of the forest and getting some sort of a, message from the spirits that humans are interfering. I just wanted to know whether you have seen something like this.
Yeah. In the year 2002 and 2003, when BK Singh was the PCCF, I was younger than maybe around 20, 25 years old. And he used to go and say, I want to do this project like Fireline and Fire Awareness Program together. And I used to go without any volunteers. I and my one of the two crew. Only 2, 3 people were there. I have not taken any volunteers. I managed to cover somewhere around 10 villages in BRT from Elandur to Bedugudi, somewhere around 100 kilometers area. And we have made a route from Marigudi route to Bedugudi and Bedugudi to Kegudi. There was no route access inside the forest. We from Watchers India Trust took our own money and made the route for the people, the forest department people to move. I can share this video tonight. What I used to do is go to each village, provide them food during their own festival during this forest season. And I used to take oath from them in the name of the God only. This Kantara is now, it has come. Maybe 12, 13 years, 14 years back only have done all this things with the forest department and the tribes. There will be a gurge between the forest department and the tribes because these people will put the petty cases when the cattle has been taken into the forest or when they have brought elephant grass or bamboo for their construction of the house. This gurge will be in their mind during the forest fire. They'll just set the forest and they will make sure the ranger will be transferred from his place. I, from our own trust, made a bridge between the department and the tribes together. And we used to cook food as a festival kind of a thing. And in the end, we used to take oath from the people that they will not set fire this year. And they're all being honored when there is no fire at the end of the fire season and the onset of monsoon. I used to do that.
Acha, was it really effective, Walish?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I guess so, because I think we should use the same method of superstition to solve the problem.
And
While
also honor them and make them that you are important. This is your forest. You should not set fire.
Exactly.
We used to take them to consideration and making them as our informer like that. I can share that video tonight, maybe in the group.
Amazing. You should do that. I think all the NGOs or people who are working in conservation should work with the tribals and use their own superstitions to the good of the good of the forests and the nature.
Yeah.
Wonderful idea. Thanks a lot, Walish. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Walish, there's a very nice comment written by our on Rotarian Selva Kumar, who was himself retired forest officer. So he's spoken about cow dung mafia. I have shared it's a pretty long message. I have shared it on the group, on the chat here, and he himself has posted it on the group as well. So please, he's complimenting you for whatever work you are doing. It's really nice. And from all of us here, you are doing a wonderful job. Our support is there to you. And we were always, saying that we don't have Rotary clubs which take up these kind of projects. Now, slowly, we are seeing that a satellite club has come up, and now a regular club like yours has come up. And I'm sure we will going forward. We'll be doing a lot of work. We are also promised a lot of support from the Rotary Action Group for endangered species as well. So we are also in return. We are also supporting their programs. We would like to support their programs. So, Terrell, would you like to say something, please, on behalf of Regis?
Oh, no, just, please join. I think we have a lot of work to do.
Yes.
That's what I could say. And that, and I think we're pretty nimble now that we've got ideas for global grants and for doing that kind of work. So, no, I appreciate all of you. And the wildlifers group for doing all the work. So yeah, there's opportunity, and we, like I said, let's go do it. That's what I would say.
Thank you. Thank you, Terrell. Thank you. I think it's almost 9 o'clock. It was a wonderful session, Valish. We really appreciate your enthusiasm and certain things. What you explained really heart-wrenching for people, who don't know much about wildlife. They should hear your talk, and they will know what exactly happens. Even those animals have feelings, emotions, and what they go through when something traumatic happens to them in the form of harm from human beings. So thank you very much. I thank on behalf of the entire Wildlifers team, on behalf of the Rotary Naturalist Club, as well as the EcoWise Club and Regis for accepting our invitation once again and coming and sharing your thoughts. So thank you all for participating and giving your time today. Thanks, Rashmi, for your support as always. Thank you very much. Thank you, Valish.
Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you, Subodh, and thank you, Rashmi, for giving me an opportunity here. And we look forward to have more projects together to make Karnataka a better place for elephants to live, tigers and leopards to roam around in the forest. Once again, the photographers will take good photographs when we have done so many conservation work activities inside the forest.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.